Hey, it's Cal here, and I wanted to do a video about greed, and from my perspective, um, also I'd like to say, Catalyst Yogi, he has a YouTube channel, he has a Facebook, or like 2 Facebook pages. He made a video talking about greed, and he had mentioned, if you see greed, then you got it, and not just for greed for me, but like, I never see things like this. Like, I'm like so blind to people taking advantage of other people and being an ego and being greedy. I'm so like blind to it. And that made me realize it's because I'm not I'm at least not in that type of ego. I'm at least not greedy person, right? That's why I can't see it. So something I'd really like to say is I've been trying to share my gifts with the world for the longest time. Probably one of the places that I started was Sedona, Arizona. I lived there for a few months as I was going through like the spiritual awakening. I was living there. I made business cards. I handed out my business cards to people and shared my throat singing. At the time I was doing throat singing. I was not nearly as good as I am at it now, but I was sharing my throat singing with people and waking people up. And for like a whole month I just like walked on the Red Rocks handing out my business cards, sharing my throat singing and other insights and stuff like that, and really helped out a lot of people. I didn't get much in return. I felt like I was learning and getting a lot better at what I was doing. But you know I ended up meeting with someone that has a really big YouTube channel. I'm not going to mention any names, but shared my gift with him, and it's like, and I just realized that's what the greed is. I shared my gift with someone that had a platform to share with the world, and he wouldn't share what I had to offer because of greed, because it would make him not look as much of a spiritual person. I would assume, or not sharing what other people have to offer that's worthwhile and is worth. I mean, what I have to offer is worth a lot, and it's really powerful. And I kind of like felt like, okay, do I need to hold back? Is it too powerful for some people? It's like, fuck no, it doesn't matter. I need to share this anyways. If people can't handle it, then they're gonna have to leave Earth because the light's gonna keep getting brighter. So, not just him, but it was like other people I noticed, and on this case, people in the spiritual ego, where it's like a competition to them. And like once I went back to Sedona, it's like I went to the shops. I'm like, hey, I have this gift to share with the world. It's really good. What do I do about it? Like how do I share this with people? I need to get money in return for this as well because I'm living in my vehicle. I can hardly get by. I have to keep asking my parents for money. I'm autistic, so I'm living off of disability. It's like, maybe that's kind of the thing as well. It's like autism. It's not like an illness or anything. It's like a different neurological wiring and people that think different. And there's different types of autistic people. It's an umbrella spectrum where some people on the spectrum are like really analytical, but like me, I'm like more like intuitive and like heart-centered. So, there's several other people that I've tried to share this with, and other people on YouTube. It's like, hey, I have this thing to share with you. Like, I have this thing to share with the world. Like, I need a stage, I need a platform, I need people to work with me. And it was so cool. In Northern California, I had people that were wanting to work with me, and whatever reason, it didn't seem to work out. And I'm not saying that it won't work out in the future, but I got called to travel again instead of stay in Northern California. I really wanted to. And another thing is the pot smoking. I just, I used to be a pot smoker. I used to do things like that. I don't want to do that stuff anymore. I don't want that to be a part of my life. And so that was another reason where it was like I had this stage and these people to work with to share my gifts. It didn't feel like soul family to me. I mean, it didn't feel like my unique tribe, my unique specific soul family. It just didn't. in Northern California, it doesn't really seem to be my vibe. Unless it's like Mount Shasta. I kind of like Mount Shasta. I like that area. I like the energy there. It's like so encrusted with marijuana, though, right? It's just like, there's nothing wrong with pot, but it's like when people do it every day, it becomes habitual and it becomes a shadow pattern. It's like, because trust me, you know, like, if you don't smoke pot hardly ever and you do all your spiritual work and you take a hit of weed, you're going to sit there and fucking kundalini, and you're probably not going to like it, right? That's one reason why I don't like smoking pot. The other reason is I feel like it puts people, it fills their head full of smoke and puts them in a haze, and it makes them become stagnant. But anyways, I have gifts to share with the world. And people have been pushing me away. I've been like, hey, I have this. And it's usually people that it's greed. It's out of greed. And I couldn't see it before because I'm not a greedy person. That's why I couldn't see it. That's why I didn't understand. And so that's like kind of my realization is like, you know, if you don't see it in the world, you don't got it, right? I don't see greedy, mean, or whatever, or people in ego, unless I really start to look for it now. And that's how I came across this realization. It's like I don't really see people like that, but then once I start looking for it, it's like, oh, it's there. It's like, okay, how can I help those people, right? Just by being yourself and shining your light. So, yeah. It's people that are greedy that are getting in the way of me sharing my gifts. Where I've been trying to share my gifts, and I couldn't see it in people that they were like, why doesn't, like I have something awesome to share. Why is this person not, like, responding to me? Why is this person, like, not helping me out with sharing my gift when they claim to be a spiritual person? And they have like this huge YouTube platform to share, and other websites to like share this with, and it's like, man, I'm trying to get my light out to the world. You know, the thing is, I have my own YouTube channel, and I've been sharing my things on YouTube and with other people, and it's like hardly anyone would watch my stuff, and it was like, and then I wouldn't get feedback, or let alone very positive feedback. So it's like, what the heck is going on, you know? So I feel like things kind of come down to divine timing, where I'm waiting for my soul family, and I need companionship. I need, like, someone hunkered with me like a fucking woman that'll be here to work with me, right? I feel lonely as fuck, man, right? I think I'm lonely. I've been living in this fucking bus for, like, at least a year, and plus I've lived by myself for the past 2 years and haven't had much, you know, authentic, heart-centered, level to level, equal like contact and communication with anyone, like starting to realize like my whole life. And so I guess that's lonely feeling. See, I don't understand these things. I don't really understand. I don't really understand these things. Like me, it's just like, okay, that's just not, that doesn't feel right. I'm going to do something about it, right? That's how I kind of go about with my feelings. I don't really label my emotions. To me, they're just like a form of communication that my heart or my body or other people's hearts are communicating. Like emotions are a form of communication, and where the enjoyment of life comes from is like the roller coaster of it, is like the perpetual movement and motion of it, where you're just witnessing and experiencing it and along for the ride. That's the way that I see life. It's not about, oh, I'm going to go after that emotion, I'm going to do that because that makes me have good emotion. It's like, no, that's a form of communication saying, oh, if that hurts you, don't do what hurts you, or I don't know. It's about being the witness, and that's the truth. That's the truth. It's like witness is like nothing, no thing, emptiness. That's the truth, and that's where everything comes from. Is like non-existence or non-vibration, where it's like you don't exist. You're like nothing. You're like the emptiness. You're the witness, right? So people have been pushing away my gifts and my talents because of greed. So I can't really say that I don't got the greed, because I see other people as the other me. And so it's like I'm still greedy. How can I resolve my greed, you know? These other people are me. How can I resolve this greed? And this isn't like the whole mirror, this is your reflection projection thing. I mean like the other me, like, right? I hope that makes sense. Because we need to transcend these ideas and these spiritual teachings where people are like, oh, you're projecting. Oh, it's your mirror. Like, I shattered the mirror fucking years ago. I shattered the mirror lifetimes ago, right? Now it's like I see everyone as like a diamond that my light refracts through, creating rainbows or crystals or whatever. You know what I mean? Like refraction. It's a difference. It's different than a reflection. It's a refraction is like the light that shines through something and creates and then separates the light into a rainbow, right? That's what a refraction is. So it's like I'm on the next step of evolution. And I really think that's how a lot of the autistic kids are, is they're different, they're evolved, they're not the old energy, they're the new energy. So that's why there's this friction that's going on between them of why they'd be called disabled, right? They're unable to match the system that old neurological wiring created. Their neurological wiring is different, and this old system is still there. And it's like people are trying to keep that afloat and trying to even build on top of that shaky ground that's falling apart. And it's like, when is it ever going to end? When are people going to wake the fuck up? And it's like, some people won't. They just got to die in a way, right? So it's like, I really want people to come here and to help me with the gifts that I have. People need to start catering to my gifts and bring the stage and to work with me. I'm a bright light. I'm fucking shining. I have something amazing to share with the world. The world has to let me, and the world has to create space for me. And in the meantime, I've been creating space for myself. I've been raising the collective vibration, integrating the grids, and doing a lot of the inner work to strengthen myself and to prepare myself, and also breath work and that kind of inner work, inner energetic work of creating my light body and anchoring my light body into this physical form and transforming this physical form into a crystalline light form. And it's a lot of work, and it's not easy. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I think this video is like 12 minutes. Cal forever. Thanks for listening. You know, give me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that I fucking matter. That I exist. Because I'm getting frustrated with people not caring about me. With not caring about the things that I'm trying to share with them. I have something amazing to share. You know, I'm tired of the BS from people. Or I'm tired, I don't even know what it is. Just people not creating space for my light that I have. So I've been trying to create space for myself. I already said all this. Cal forever. Thank you.